Okay, I think I'm on. Hello, can you hear me? My first live. So what got me into dashing? Well, funny enough, my good friend that I used to work with actually got me into dashing. She told me basically that's what they were doing, and I kind of thought, oh, that's a bit strange, why would you do that? And she was telling me the money she was making. And I guess, with the upcoming Vegas trip, I thought, why not? And I was a bit worried, and I was petrified, to be honest with you. But I thought, they said they did it together as a couple, and yeah, that's what happened. Kay's not. What does that mean? Sorry. Hello, welcome. Welcome. Hello. How is everyone? Hello. Thank you for joining. Sorry, I had tech difficulties. I had to join on my phone. For some reason, my Mac, I don't know, I'll have to do some research on. Hello. I'm good, not too bad, thank you. It's a Sunday morning, pretty early here. How is everyone? What time is it where you are? Thank you. Good to see everyone. Sorry about the tech difficulties. This is my first ever live, so please bear with me. Oh, hey Dana. Lovely to see you. Thank you for joining me. Yeah, for some reason my Mac is not set up for live, so I really need to look into that. If anyone knows how to do a live, then please, obviously, stream. Is that through the Mac? That would be really cool to know. I'm going to have to do some research after this at some point and download some software for my Mac. But if you do know it, I'll have to probably YouTube it and get some tips. So if anyone has any questions, I'd love to hear from you. Obviously, this is my first live, so I'm really celebrating my big 1,000 subs. I'm so excited. I can't believe I finally got here. I started my channel in 2021, so a long time ago, and yeah, finally here. Hello from Brazil. Thank you, congratulations. Brazil, what time is it in Brazil? Must be afternoon. My forehead is crazy. Well, thank you. Hello. Good to see you. anyone has any questions, please ask me. Like I said, my channel started in 2021. A lot of evolving over the time, and obviously, yeah, I'm here now to celebrate my 1,000 subs. So thank you to every one of you. I really do appreciate it. It's super exciting to be here and to celebrate with you. We're going out dashing and Uber Eats in a bit. So that's what my day is going to be of this morning. Hope everyone is having a good day. It is Sunday morning in Australia. It is just after 6:18 a.m. in the morning. So hello, welcome. It's nice and early. I've been up a couple of hours already, unfortunately. So what got me started dashing? I was just saying before, I had another comment about started dashing. Hey, Michelle. Lovely to hear of you, and thank you for joining us. Yeah, better half. Hi. I was just saying what started dashing. It was in October, just gone, and a friend, we met up and they were dashing, and basically, long story short, they were saying they were just going out for a few hours here and there, and I was like, oh. And they showed me their app, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And they were on a mission to save money for their son's medical bills. So that's what, and I thought about it, and I was like, oh, we could do that. We've got Vegas coming up in July, so why not, save additional money, really? So that's what got me into dashing. And then Uber. Dashing can be quite slow at times in our area, so I was like, I'll give Uber Eats a try, and that was literally really painful. The setup to get onto Uber Eats was really painful. But yeah, that's what got me into dashing. And yeah, like, I guess the vlogging side of thing, that didn't come. I've thought about it. Like, when I started dashing, I joked to my husband, we should vlog this stuff, and didn't think that anyone would be interested in it. So, and then we started searching other YouTube channels that do the vlogging, and then that just happened, and I just really enjoyed watching other people's vlogs on, door dashing and Uber Eats, and that's how I changed my channel from weight loss content to this. So if you got any other questions, fire away. Oh, you love watching my videos. You make it look really fun. I just started dashing because of your videos. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I do have fun. I don't consider it as work. I consider it as a hobby. So that's, sort of really good for me. Like, it's not something that I actually just, think of, work. At first it was a job. I must admit, when we first started mid-November, it was more like a chore, a job. But after that, it became more like fun. And then when I started vlogging, it was more like a hobby. So that's pretty much, and a lot of people have said that they enjoy the videos. Obviously, my subscribers, some of my subscribers that tuned in for the weight loss hello. Hi, how are you? Angeli, how are you? Lovely to have you here. But yeah, like, I literally didn't think people would watch these videos, but because I watched other YouTubers that did the same kind of thing, I thought, well, perhaps they do. Maybe, a lot of people are in the States. Hello, all the way from Delhi. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Yeah, so I just thought I'd start vlogging, and I really enjoyed it. I got really fatigued with talking about weight loss, to be honest with you. And weight loss is one of those things that they take time. And I think when you put it out on YouTube, it did get to the point where it was, not every week you have something to talk about, the ups and downs. So yeah, and I thought, well, maybe people would like to watch my... Yeah, I'm good, thank you. It's early here in the morning. It is only 6:20 in the morning in Brisbane, Australia. Not sure what time it is for you. I've been up about 3 hours, unfortunately. My dog got me up. Not the best, but hey, I can have a nana nap today, hopefully. I'm getting old. But yeah, so does anyone else do door dashing or Uber Eats? Love to hear off you in the comments. And like I said, this is my first ever live. I am petrified of this, so it's like really random. I'm on screen and I can't see you, so you can see me. Do you find your dashing per hour is best in dashing per? See, I don't have the option to do per hour, unfortunately. I think that's an American thing, because as far as I'm concerned, if anyone else is in Australia and has dashing, I don't think we have the option. It's normally per order. Don't be petrified. You're doing great. Oh God. I mean, I've done a lot of talking before. My job as a recruiter, I'm a recruiter, but previously I did training for candidates, and I had to talk in a massive room, and that was quite, after a while you get used to it, but it is pretty daunting sort of being on there. And I think when you're editing videos and you're putting out them, there's always that risk that, that it's petrifying, but at least you can edit the bad parts, whereas this, I can't edit it. So thank you. But yeah, no, I can't do per hour. What do you find? Do you find that when you do per hour is better, or when you do per order? We can only do per order as far as I'm aware. I think I have heard per hour is better if you have that option, because then if an order is, obviously you're waiting for a while, then, you get paid for that wait time. But we don't have that option, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately. But it looks like I've got 4 people live, so any more questions, we'd love to hear from you. Yeah, so that's what I've heard. When you're busy, per hour is good. When you're not, it's really slow. So you only get paid per job, but obviously if the job takes you 30 minutes, then you get paid for that 30 minutes as an hourly rate, right? That's how I understand it. But yeah, we don't have those options. We don't even get tips over here. Our whole like pay structure that gets sent to us, our offer is what we get paid. It's just starting to rain here. I have noticed that most likely with tips, Uber Eats will get tips, because that option is there for the tips. Whereas DoorDash, you can tip after, but it's really hard to get a tip after with DoorDash. But again, we're Australia, we're not a tipping nation, unfortunately. We don't have to tip, but then we tend to get paid quite well, so the tips don't really matter. But I have noticed by watching other vloggers on YouTube that it is pretty low, so yeah. Do I have a large area that you'll travel to? Well, Uber Eats does send us everywhere, so that's pretty stressful. But DoorDash, no, you're in a zone, so it can be quite fast, but generally not. Uber Eats does send us as far as we want to go. Generally, we don't accept the really far distances. So how's the married life? You recently got married, right? Yes, so I got married last May, and married life is as good as we were together 10 years before that nearly. So, but yeah, no, he's a truck driver, so he's away like Monday to Friday. So that's always helpful, hey? But yeah, we are looking forward to our trip to Vegas, which is what really started this dashing. So yeah, no, everything is good. And yes, he does dash with me generally on Friday nights and Sunday mornings. I was saying when I first got on here, we are going dashing probably after this, and it's just started raining, so it's the perfect time to go dashing. Yeah, so basically the same as when you're single. Yeah, no, I'm very lucky to have the husband I do, but don't tell him that. So we both work really hard, and I guess the way the things are, Yeah, I know. Like, can you believe this? Like, I planned my wedding 2 years prior to obviously getting married, and it was crazy. And now I'm almost May the 4th. And no, we're not Star Wars fans, but we got married on May the 4th. So nearly a year. It's crazy. Like, it's just the fact that we've been in our brand new house for over a year too. So time just flies, right? But yeah, thank you. And that's really why the Vegas trip is. It's kind of like a year anniversary, and don't know why we picked the hottest month in July. So Vegas, I'm going to be in Vegas I think we're in Vegas for 6 nights, and we are then traveling to California, to San Diego for 2, and then we fly out from LA. So roughly about a 8-9 day trip. So really excited. Have you been to Vegas? Has anyone been to Vegas? Would love to know if you have. What are we in for? And the Aussie dollar is so shocking. The Aussie dollar is really bad against the US dollar, and it's literally the same kind of prices over here as it is over there. So we're literally getting half of what. You've never been to Vegas. It's a shame you can't make a trip over there and meet us. We do love a gamble. We're responsible, of course, but we do like a gamble. And you have so many different slot machines over there to what we have. So that is really exciting. But that's the whole reason, doing all this dashing. I put every single dollar away for this until the taxman will take a bit of it, obviously, because this is a second income. So it'll be interesting to see what the taxman takes off me. But yeah, you should. I don't know how far you're in Florida, right? I can't even speak. How far is Vegas to Florida and on a flight? You've never been to Vegas, though. It's closer to me than you. Where are you? No, I've never been to Vegas. My brother actually got married in Vegas like 12, 13 years ago, and I couldn't come because my daughter was just born, and literally, yeah, that was a bit, unfortunate that we couldn't make it at the time. But yeah, it seems to be a common destination that everyone seems to go. But I have heard it is pricey. So that's another reason why we're doing all this dashing. You've got to save that dollar. You never know, we might win big over there, and we might come back really rich. Fingers crossing, right? But yeah, any other questions? If not, I can wrap this up. I do appreciate every one of you for my 1,000 subscribers, and here's to the next 1,000. Hopefully I do another live before the next 1,000, but you never know. I did notice there was a load of people at first that joined in, and they looked like they were trolls. Yeah, so my diet, I'm on Monjaro now, trying to lose weight. The Monjaro kind of does it for me. I don't have to think about food, but yeah, I'm plant-based and have been plant-based since 2021. So just eat plants, but at the moment I just don't feel like eating. But thank you so much. Slow and steady, weight loss is never easy. Just like YouTube, really, it goes up and down, right? But thank you so much. We will get there with the weight loss. I think I've still got like 10 kilos I'd love to eat and lose. But yeah, the Monjaro is helping. I'm going to actually up my Monjaro dose. I can't even speak. That's how early it is here. But yeah, I'm going to up my dose to the 5 ml this weekend. And I'm pretty nervous about that because I am on the 4 ml, and the 4 ml has worked really well, but I do feel like I'm still feeling a bit nauseous. So when's your next live? I don't know. I feel like I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess I'll play it by ear. I'd love to do another live just to give it a go. I need to sort my Mac out so I can be on my Mac, not my phone, because the phone wasn't really why I just, I was going to do it on the Mac, but the Mac is playing up. I need some sort of encoding system. So that's going to be what I'll be doing over the next few days, sorting that out, and maybe I'll do another live. Yeah, but I hopefully will come on the lives more. Like I said, I think it's easier when you're editing videos. Like, you can take out all the rubbish and all the stuff you don't want people to see. Whereas live, it is in your face. And but yeah, have you ever done a live? It is. I don't know if anyone's got any tips for lives. I see people do lives all the time, and they do it really well. And they have, like, they talk about a topic and they talk for about an hour, and until you're actually in this situation, you don't realize how hard it is, because you're literally just talking to yourself, really, and waiting for anyone to ask you questions. So that is pretty intimidating. But yeah, you never did a live. Too scary. See, put it out there. You should do a live. Put it out. Go on, try and do a live. Maybe next time you do a cooking video, do it live. There's your challenge. I suppose if I was doing my DoorDash now, it wouldn't be so intimidating, because I would be just doing, I'd just be doing the DoorDashing, and I guess, like, a lot of people that go live, they normally do something like, my friend and I, we have a separate pokey slot channel that we have. And if you like slot channels or pokey channels, you should check that out. It's NK Slots Australia. But I guess with that, streaming live would be easy, because we'd just be filming the actual slots. So that would be easy. Whereas when you're just talking about yourself, it's really hard. My vehicle. Wow. Funny you should say that. We have been looking at electrical vehicles. I'm still sitting on the fence because we hired a Tesla a while ago. But I didn't like the Tesla doors. They drove me mad. They're not ideal for door dashing or Uber Eats, that's for sure, in and out of that. The doors were a nightmare. And to be honest with you, the cost of electricity, it was not the best. It was it costed, I think if you did it at home, because we've got solar system, it would be it would be a lot easier. So we are thinking about updating the car, but it's only 2 years old, my car. I've got a little Hyundai i30, and it does the job. It is a turbo. It's not the cheapest car to run, but it's not the most expensive. But yeah, I definitely will be looking, probably by the time my car's 5 years old, maybe. Toyota do like a hybrid Corolla, and I think that would be great for dashing. I've heard that's probably one of the best cars to actually dash in. So yeah, thank you. Yes, I hope the dashing goes well today. Well, it is raining, so they always say go out in the rain is really good for making money, because people, especially after a Saturday night. I like my cars. I like the red. It was the N line of the i30, the Hyundai, and it came with the red, which I love the red. I'm all about red. Red's my favorite color. But yeah, hopefully it goes well today. We normally go out Sunday morning around 7 o'clock, so we'll be going out shortly, and I'll be filming that, and at least I can edit that so I can cut the crap out. And in next live, I'll be prepared, and I'll have my streaming set up, so I won't have to do it from my mobile, because it's really weird just on a small... I suppose I could turn it that way, right? Or does that make a difference to the... No. I still am looking like that's fine. I'll leave it like that. Oh, Patty, welcome. Welcome from Canada. Lovely to see you. We were just saying, I wonder if Patty would join. Good to see you, Patty. Thank you for joining. My new camera. Yeah, So I've got my GoPro. I've got a GoPro 13 Hero. That was my birthday present. Thank you to my mother. She bought me that for my birthday this year. Had my birthday a few weeks ago now. And then the problem with the GoPro is at night. Yeah, hey, glad to see you, Patty. Everyone, Patty's amazing. Go check her out. And also the Shrinking Shadow, amazing ladies. You've been one of my Patty and the Shrinking Shadow. I'm sure you've been one of my longest subscribers since 2021. So thank you, ladies. Yes, and thank you. I'm getting old now. I turned 46. Can you believe that? I don't want to be 50. My camera. So I don't know if any watches London Eats. He's amazing. He's a UK vlogger, does food vlogging in London, but he uses the Insta360 Pro 2 camera, and he does a lot of night filming because the GoPro does not film well at night. It really is. I'm not too old. I feel it. I do, obviously I don't go dashing or Uber Eats at night a lot of the time because I'm on my own, and it just scares me too much. It's hard enough in the day when you can't see numbers on doors or driveways, and the driveways are messy, or there was one guy, his lawn was literally about, I don't know, it just felt like it was, up to my knees. And with snakes in Australia, I don't want to go and walk across. And, that was the only way to get to his door. And that was at night, and I had to get my torch. And it was pretty scary. I'm not over, Joe G's, you're over the hill. Oh, dear. But yeah, I mean, I guess you're only as old as you feel. So I feel pretty good, which is amazing. But yeah, I am, what was I saying? I've lost my track now. My camera, the 360 Insta Pro 2, I think it's called. Probably got that the wrong way around, but it's really good for picking up night vision. So that's what I'll be using when we do Friday nights. Yes, well, we actually have pet snakes. My husband and my son love reptiles, so we have 2 snakes and a bearded dragon. So snakes in general don't scare me. They tend to leave you alone, but if you're walking through tall grass going to someone's house, they'll probably either run one way or they will just defend themselves. So that's how I feel. I just don't want to be in that situation, especially if it's a deadly snake, say a brown snake or a red belly snake. We have them all here in Queensland. Obviously, they're probably not around. They're probably more scared of me, and they run the other way. And yes, my bearded dragon is called Rex. He's actually in Burmation at the moment. He's hibernating. So they go for hibernation. Last year, he went into hibernation for 4 months. I wish I could do that, right? Pet snakes. Yeah, they're in a cage. They're the easiest pet ever. They don't get me up in the night like the dogs do. They actually, they need feeding. Dan feeds them. My husband feeds them every 3 or 4 weeks. And yeah, that's pretty gross. You don't want to watch that. But other than that, they're so easy to look after. They literally don't, they, not like dogs or cats where they need constant looking after. You can't go on holidays. And I've heard snakes can even go 12 months without eating anything. But yeah, it's amazing. You either love them or hate them. I used to hate them before I met my husband, and I'm slowly, pythons, they're python snakes, so they're harmless. As long as they don't eat my cat. Yeah, they call it Burmation. Which is slightly different to hibernation, but I think it is the same thing for reptiles. But yeah, he's literally, I have to still put his light on, the heat lamp on. I don't know why, because technically you're hibernation or Burmation. So, Simba, he's actually here. He's gone now. He's seen a bird out the front. His name's Simba. I'm a cat person than a dog person, but I've got 2 dogs, so. But yeah. Hey, Patty, you've done some lives. When you did your first live, do you need software to do your first live? Because I couldn't do it on my Mac when I turned my Mac on. And now it's saying I need an encoder and I need some sort of software. Oh yes, Callie's boyfriend. I remember that. We did a few videos, didn't we, with say hello to Simba, say hello to Callie. But yeah, going live, when you first went live, it's pretty scary, right? Do you do many lives now, Patty? But like I see some YouTubers do lives and they're really good on that, and it's quite a while ago. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm gonna have to YouTube and check what I need to actually do it because I'm on my phone at the moment and just feels really weird. You got to get back into it. It's pretty nerve-wracking though, eh? But once you've done one, I guess it probably gets easier the next time I go live. Maybe I'll do them more often if that suits everyone. You don't have Mac. Oh, I love my Mac. My Mac is like, I just love it. It's so good. But I have a Mac for work too, so I couldn't use Microsoft anymore. I think I'd be... Yeah, rack up the watch hours. That's what I was going to say. Like, I've had 1,000 subscribers now. That's amazing. And that was one reason I came on here. But I just don't have the view time because I've hardly done any hours in the last year. My own fault. Like, 2021, I came on here, did loads of videos. 2022, 2023. Then I dropped off and didn't do anything because I was like, well, I don't want to talk about weight loss. I knew I wanted to do YouTube. Oh yeah, Max. Yeah, I'm an Apple girl though, so my husband will disagree. He's into Samsungs, you know, it's all about the Samsung. But yeah, I need view times. So if you ever want to put on my playlist in the background and just view them on a different device. Oh, you got your hours from lives. Oh wow. How long did it take you to get your hours? When you got your 1,000 subscribers, did you already have the hours, Patty? Because I think you need 4,000 hours and I am nowhere near that. I mean, or you need so many shorts, which I don't really do that many shorts. You have to put out quite a few shorts. Like I think I'd have to put out 5 or 6 shorts a day for a year to get the amount of views that I need. Yeah, but I did get some randoms join my live, which was really weird at first. And they started making it, and someone said I had a massive forehead. So rude. That's the problem when you put yourself on YouTube, you can get some really bad trolls. Yeah. Hopefully this will, if I do more regular, I need to be consistent with my, yeah, it was really rude. I was like, oh, okay, should I get off YouTube now and start to cry? I should have a fringe right next time to make that viewer. But you do get some really random comments. Like, it's just amazing. I don't know if any one of you gets these random comments who has channels, but I guess that's the joy of doing YouTube. You're putting yourself out there. Yeah, no, I don't have the hours, no. And it's my own fault because I haven't done YouTube for over a year. And I only literally started putting stuff out properly beginning of January. Mid-January is when I started vlogging my Uber Eats and DoorDash sessions. And whilst my view time has like gone up quite a bit in the last month or two, and the last Monjaro video had nearly 200 hours viewed, which is amazing. But obviously my content going forward is going to be vlogging my, DoorDash and Uber Eats. I'm very busy, so I normally go out in the mornings, I do my vlogging, come home, start my day job, which I'm an agency recruiter, and if anyone knows what it's like to be an agency recruiter, you have targets. I work at home on my own. I'm pretty much my own boss. Like, I make money off people starting jobs and placing them with hiring managers. And, you know, we've been through a really bad crisis in Australia recently in the past year or two, and we're still fighting like a global economic crisis. I suppose that's, you know, nationwide or globally, but, you know, clients don't come to you as much because, you know, they haven't got the money to spend. So yeah, it has been really tough. And another reason really why I wanted to do Uber Eats and DoorDash, because a lot of my money comes from commission. Oh yeah, the trolls. Oh, what? I just don't understand trolls. Like, if you don't want to watch my videos, I completely get that. I really don't want you watching my videos if you don't want to. I really do, you know, but why would you come on and then make a nasty comment about, you know, I don't get it. Like, I see videos that come up on my feed and I don't want to click on that. And I'm like, well, why would you waste your time? And I just wouldn't, yeah. And I'm like, well, people make comments like, oh, can you please make sure that, and I get it, like feedback's awesome. We only grow with feedback. So, you know, feedback's important. I love feedback. Like if there's something on my video, like the music's too loud or, you know, there's something that you don't like, then give me the feedback, but don't come on and be rude about it, because that's just really rude. Sorry. Yeah, they don't put their faces out there, do they? They're the ones behind keyboard warriors, like attacking people. And that's how bullying social media can be these days, hey? It's really sad. Recruiting has really been hard in the States for the last, yeah. It's like when I first started agency recruiter, because I was an internal recruiter for aged care before I went into agency. I was so lucky. Well, I say I was so lucky. Obviously, I know my speciality, which helps. But actually, yeah, the last year has been terrible. And you start blaming yourself. Maybe I'm a rubbish recruiter. Like maybe it's not for me. And the amount of meltdowns I've had. And the weirdest thing is now I'm taking Monjaro. My meltdowns, I can't just reach for food. It's the bizarrest thing. I don't know if you've ever been in that situation. It's like someone's taken my comfort away from me. It's like, oh my God, am I the worst recruiter? What is going on? But then you see others, like I follow a lot of leaders out there who are actually recruitment specialists, and they're like, look, it's not you. The market's going to go up. It goes up and down all the time. So I'm glad I'm not, like, it's not just here in Australia. Like, Australia is in $1 trillion billions worth of debt, apparently. So we just keep printing money and the situation. But, you know, financially, it's been 12 months of, you know, especially when I'm not on commission only. I'm really lucky that my job pays me well, regardless of my commission. My commission is just a bonus. But yeah, it has, when you're used to I was making 5 to 10 placements a month, and I'll be lucky if I make 2 at the moment. So, no, I don't think I'll ever do the potato thing. So those of you who don't know that were watching, I used to just do potatoes only. When I first started my YouTube channel, I followed Andrew Taylor, the Spud Fit guy, and he's amazing, like love him to bits. And I did potatoes for 19 weeks and I lost 20 kilos. Like literally the weight just fell off me and there was nothing to think about, just eat potatoes. I kind of got to the point where I feel like I've eaten too many now, and I can't remember the last time I had a potato, I'll be honest. Like, I'm really bad. I do want to eat more potatoes. I'm not going to lie. At the moment, I'd rather eat rice than potatoes. But I don't think I can just do potatoes only. I could probably try a day or two, but I think I don't know, I can't describe it. I do like air fried potatoes, and if I was to have potatoes or a baked potato or something like that, I would have that part of the meal, but just potatoes on their own, no, I don't know. I often think about it because I buy this organic, it's like mac and cheese sauce. And it's actually made with coconut milk, so it's probably not the healthiest. It's probably full of fat. But that with potatoes is really good. And because I can't eat as much, it's a great little meal. But yeah, I haven't done potatoes in ages. Have the cotton ball diet. Yeah, we say maybe one day we'll just do the cotton ball diet. Can you imagine? I'm sure my dogs would do that. They would eat anything, hey? You're not the worst. If not you, it's the organisation. Yeah, I think so, yeah. And just aged care, because I work in aged care and the money is not in aged care, unfortunately. Like, there's no funding. I mean, the government's only just started funding aged care, but these companies, Have you been in touch with other DoorDash content creators? Yes, so my recent one, I did a collab with Amber Sea Delivery. So if you haven't checked her out, go and check her out. She's awesome. She's in Idaho, which, funny enough, I was told it's the potato state, which is incredible. Like, they grow potatoes there, which is crazy. But she does door dashing mainly, and we did a collab. But I do want to reach out to other YouTubers, kind of same size, smaller channels that want to grow for DoorDash, and maybe get 5 or 10 of us together and do little collabs where we do a little segment in each other's videos. So I'm going to reach out to some more. Yes, I know. I saw that you subbed to her channel. Thank you for that. What did you say? I thought you would say no to potatoes only again. We're in our own way. Yeah. I mean, I love potatoes. Don't get me wrong. I love mash. I love potatoes, but I just don't think I could do potatoes only. And I reckon if you asked Andrew Spud Taylor that, Spudfit Taylor, whatever he's called, not that he puts much stuff out there anymore. You never hear of him. He's really, which is a shame. But I guarantee he doesn't do the potatoes thing anymore. But yeah, it's snowing in Idaho. Like, she showed snow and it was just really incredible. Like, oh my God, it's so different. I'm in a jumper at the moment, but it's starting to get a bit of chill in the morning now, in Brisbane, but it's still warm. Don't get me wrong. We're getting 28, 29 degrees in the day. Yeah, high carb, low fat thing. I mean, I like the idea of it. It is like, to eat as many carbs as you like. I love it. But to be honest with you, what works for me is what I want to eat on the day. As long as I don't eat too much, it's calories in, calories out. I don't always eat perfect, I'm not going to lie. But it's all about, I mean, obviously health is important, but it's all about size of portions. So yeah, moderation. I don't drink alcohol anymore, which I think has helped. Last time I had a drink of alcohol was my friend's wedding in November, because I can't drink alcohol. It really affects me really badly. Yeah, smash the sugar. We all know who would say that. Smash the sugar. Just keep having more sugar. Don't stop having sugar. Sugar's good for you. I don't think sugar's bad for you. Like, I think sugar's got a bad rap. I think, it's just, sugar still has calories, and calories mean, if you're eating more than what you need, then yeah, alcohol. Oh. Like, I remember my friend's wedding in November. Literally, we went to Newcastle, which is in New South Wales. So we flew down there, and I literally had 2 glasses of wine, and the whole night I couldn't sleep. I felt sick. I woke up the next day as if I'd been on the town drinking all night, and I hadn't. And I don't sleep. It affects my mood. I feel sick. I feel sleepy. It ruins my next day or two. It's released as heat through your top of your head. Who said that? Was it our friend? I'm not even going to mention his name. I've heard so many stories about why you can eat unlimited carbs and not gain the weight. Again, it's calories in, calories out. Science is science. Is anyone else on Monjaro on this? I'd love to hear how you're going. Like, I'm not diabetic, so I'm kind of a cheat. Like, I cheat. Yes, he is. He is. Unfortunately, he has a huge following. You either love him or hate him. And I think I give him some credit. He has put a lot of people in the right direction, like as in their diet, as in what they're eating, as in, plant-based eaters, getting the plant-based message out there. But he isn't also a good ambassador for plant-based eating either. You're on Manjaro. Start week 4 tomorrow. What week am I on? I think I'm week 9. I've got to take my injection. I'm supposed to have it yesterday, but I'm going to take it today. I hate taking it on the weekends and then feeling terrible on the weekends. So I'm going to take it either tonight or tomorrow. But I'm going up to 5 milligram. We've actually put our prescription in for the next pen. So we're just over 2 months or nearly 3 months our pen will last. Apart from the nausea, I feel fine. And obviously having no food too, like not having the food cravings, not having the food noise is incredible. Like I've literally spent my life thinking about food my whole life. I'm one of these people that I eat and then while I'm eating I'm thinking about the next food. Yeah, it does wear off, especially if you're on the starting dose at 4 weeks, 2.5 milligrams, I should imagine. Then it will wear off. Like within 3, like the 2.5 milligram, I remember the first 2 or 3 weeks, it was great. By the 4th week, because they say you should up it to 5 mil after the 4th week, which I'm still not on. I went to 3.5 mil for 2 weeks, I think. And then I went to 4 mil last week. I was on 2.5 mil for 6 weeks. I have known people to stay on 2.5 mil for like 10 weeks. And then they come off it and they don't need Mounjaro anymore, which is great. I think his name's Mark Lewis. Is that right? Mark Lewis. He did it. He's an athlete. He's pretty good to watch if you don't check him out. But yeah, he was on Mounjaro and I'm still starch-based, but I cannot eat whole starch. I have work in maintenance. Yeah, and I still eat the ice cream. Like, I've got the Ben & Jerry's. My mum keeps buying me these buy 1, buy 3 for... and I keep eating the Ben & Jerry's. But I can't eat as much. So I guess, like, I'm still losing weight. And I think, life, like, you got to enjoy your food too. And I do enjoy ice cream, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, Ben & Jerry's. I can't remember. I have the Berry Revolution. I think it's Ben & Jerry's. We get like 3 cartons for $10. It's pretty awesome. Durham Rider is like Dave Ramsey to me. Yes, they have some nuggets of good advice, but they're taking everything they say as a fact. No, yeah. Yeah, take it with a grain of salt. He has his perks, but yeah, I think he accused me of eating McDonald's. I'm like, I don't eat McDonald's. I don't think I ever have eaten McDonald's. Yeah, so if we were buying Woolworths or Coles, I think Ben & Jerry's is $14 a tub, which I'm not sure what that is in Canadian dollars. Whereas we've got a shop and they only have certain stock, but their ice cream is 3 for $10. So it's literally $3.50 a tub. So it's pretty good. But mostly Whole Foods. Good for you, Patty. Good for you. And you've done so well. I take my hat off to you. You've lost over 100 pounds. My favourite singer. Well, I have You're trying to put me on the spot here. I don't know if you can call him a singer, but I'm a huge Eminem fan. I love him. Marshall Mathers. I guess he's not a singer. But I like rock, I like hip-hop, I like pop. Pink, I think she's pretty cool. Back in the day, like Guns N' Roses, growing up with Guns N' Roses and Queen, and I think my dad used to have Queen on all the time, so Johnny Cash. I'm an Elvis, actually, deep down, if I was to really think about it, Elvis Presley is like my all-time. Oh, you saw Pink. Ooh, she's awesome. I think I've seen her twice too. We saw her, I think it was last year, her carnival, was it I I can't remember what the name of the tour was. And then about 3 years prior, Love Pink. Wow, it would have to be either Elvis if he was alive, or Eminem. It was so funny. Summer Carnival Tour, yeah, that was it. We saw that one, and we had to sit separate from each other, my husband and I, because when we bought tickets, we could only buy one ticket at a time, which was really bizarre. And then we saw her, I think it was 3 years prior to that, so she is awesome. What she does on stage is just incredible. She is amazing. And she's done some stuff with Eminem too. I think they often do a collab, a feature, whatever you want to call it. What's your favourite singer? It's not all about me. Yeah, and it's like Australians love her. Like, it's really weird, like she comes over and like she does like 20 tours like back to back, and how do you do that with what she actually does with her? My husband actually fancies her. I think he has a bit of a crush on her, which is all right. You've seen her 3 times. Whoa, go Pink. But yeah, no, to be honest with you, I rarely listen to music other than when I'm editing my videos, and I've just paid for Uppbeat. It's one of the better, cheaper options for music choice. And I think it was like 100 Aussie dollars for the year, and I get like unlimited music to put on my videos. Otherwise I get copyrighted, because the YouTube selection of free, royalty-free music is pretty naff. Yeah. I've never heard of that. Joan Jett, Black Hearts. I bet my husband has. BRB, couple of minutes. No. But yeah, no, I suppose music's one of those things, isn't it? We all have our favourites, and what one fits for one won't fit for another. I meant to say, if you could give this video the heart, if you haven't already, that helps. I'm sure it goes to save, so if people can watch this on the non-live version. She's a Jethead. I've never heard of Jethead. I'll have to search them now. Jethead. Is that like rock, or is it R&B? What is it? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments. Oh, okay. So really old. So you're going back to the Madonna, Michael Jackson days, are we? You're showing your age, Dana. Come on, you must like some modern stuff. My daughter, she's a K-pop girl. All we hear is about K-pop. Oh, I suppose back in my day it was Take That, the Spice Girls in the 90s. That's when I literally started to really listen to music, and we had, obviously I was always into Guns N' Roses, and I've seen Guns N' Roses live not long ago, and they were pretty trash. Like, you know, it's a shame really that some keep going, because they should really stop when their voice isn't what it used to be. But any more questions you got? If not, I can close this up. 80s music. Do you like Madonna? She was 80s, wasn't she? Alanis Morissette, yeah. Oh, she's still good. Does she still do concerts? I thought she got like a bit, you're over K-pop too. I got into starting in 12. Stuff is different. Yeah, my daughter's got K-pop idols all over her wall, literally. And because we've got new walls, my husband was like, we don't really want stuff on the walls. And I'm like, let her. I used to love WWE wrestling as a kid, embarrassing. And I used to have these wrestlers on my wall and Guns N' Roses posters. That's what you do. You love K-pop. Oh, so you love K-pop. Yeah, so she goes to this K-pop shop in Brisbane and she goes and spends all her like money. My mother took her recently. The Triple Moon Tour. Is that Alanis Morissette? She's got a good voice, hey? Back in the day, I think I was probably late teens when Alanis Morissette was really popular and really, everyone loved Alanis Morissette. Yeah. It's amazing that I honestly thought that she had like a mental breakdown and wasn't into music anymore. So I obviously missed that one. So let me know if you want me to do more lives. I can come on here and do more lives. Obviously trying to work out the time in Australia that it suits. Obviously I'll just have to trial and error different. You're a youngster. I feel old. I'm nearly 50, remember? More lives. Okay. Well, it will probably help my view time. And obviously, I don't want to keep you away from your Saturday or Sunday, but I do really appreciate everyone for joining. If you got any more questions, let me know. If not, I'll be done. I'll probably finish off in the hour and get Uber Eats and DoorDash on and start to do a bit of gig work and a bit of cash towards Vegas. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And thank you for joining in the comments. It was a rocky start with me not having my Mac all set up and obviously jumping on my phone and then telling me I had a big forehead. Oh, I think next time I go to the hairdresser, I'm going to get a fringe. Oh dear. But yeah, no, I hope everyone has a great Saturday afternoon, evening, and a Sunday. It's Sunday here, obviously. I'll go and wake my kids up if I haven't already woken them up with this live. But yeah, I do appreciate that. And if everyone is watching this non-live, then thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully everyone can make the next one. I'll try and do them more often. It wasn't as bad as I thought. Wear a top hat. It's because I always scrape my hair back. But I've never been told I have a massive forehead, so that's the first. Bit rude. Oh dear. It's all right. I suppose it could be worse. I could have triple chins and someone saying your triple chins are looking good. But yeah, no, thank you so much. I appreciate that. The anxiety nerves are always there. I actually Googled it and there was a video like doing YouTube lives, like I'm really anxious about it. And there was actually a video about it and said, just talk as if you're talking to friends. Yeah, I'll get my mom to knit a balaclava just to cover my big forehead. Oh dear. My mom does a lot of knitting, so. But thank you so much for everyone that has commented, watched, supported. If you can give it the like, if you are new, check out my vlogging videos on my channel. I appreciate all of my, obviously this was about my 1,000 subscriber that I finally got there after, 4 years of doing YouTube. I can't. Yeah, I know I am talking to friends, but it's weird because I'm the one on video and you're not sat right next to me. And I have to remember that when I'm out in my car and I'm doing my, it is really hard to remember that I'm actually talking to friends. And I do appreciate every one of you. And you guys, a lot of you have been with me since I started my channel in 2021. And obviously, hopefully to the next 1,000. Yeah, Patty, I love it. Thank you. And thank you for always being the first to comment on my videos. And if you can, go back and watch my playlist because that's going to help my view time. I am not monetized, unfortunately, because I just haven't put the videos out there. Thank you, Dana. Thank you. Appreciate you too. You're amazing. Dana was the shrinking shadow was the one that told me to get back on my channel. Like, I literally gave up in October and was messaging her, I can't do it, I can't get back on there, I don't want to talk weight loss. And then I had this idea, I think it was in January, like, oh my God, should I do this vlogging? Should I start a new channel? Or should I just continue with my channel and evolve it into different content? You know, obviously I have lost subscribers from doing that. I get it. They're not always going to view, you know, sort of, I'm not always going to get, what am I talking about? I'm not always going to get the subscribers from weight loss watching my vlog content, but there's amazing how many are still watching, and I do appreciate it because they can technically see my weight loss over time if they're watching my vlogs, right? And hopefully they enjoy just watching me, so thank you. But yeah, I definitely will come out here and do more lives, and thank you for thank you for encouraging me to get back on there. I did nearly bin this channel. I was like, no, I'm done. I really can't talk about weight loss anymore. And whilst I don't mind talking about weight loss, I wanted to do YouTube, but I just didn't want to talk about weight loss all the time. So now I can do both. I can put my weight loss videos out there as and when I feel like I can, and also put, you know, sort of put my vlogs on, and I'm trying to do them every day. Obviously that's not always going to be easy, because I have a full-time job, I have 2 kids, I have, you know, household things to do. I have a life anyway. And I have my other YouTube channel, NK Slots. Check it out if you haven't already. And I mean, that one doesn't really keep me busy. You know, we just go and play the pokies or the slots, as you call them, every 2 weeks. And then I put them up on YouTube. So it's pretty easy, that channel. That doesn't need much. That's kind of works on its own. That's the thing, you don't really need to talk in slot channels. You just film the slot does the work. So it's really easy. But when you're talking about yourself and weight loss, it's completely different. It really is different. But yeah, thank you so much for everyone. I'm going to check out this sometime today or this week. I'm going to check out what streaming software I need. I can't thank you enough for being here, supporting me through this live, because I have been really scared about doing this. I think I've been awake since 3 o'clock, 3 a.m. this morning, worrying about, you know, God, how's it going to go? What happens if no one shows? I guess that was my biggest fear. And obviously no one did not show, but I got all these weird random ones at the start telling me I had a big forehead. And then obviously then I had all my friends join me, which is awesome. So it's like chatting to a friend without actually seeing them. So thank you. I am going to love you and leave you now. Again, if you could watch my playlist in the background, put it on silent so you don't have to hear my voice if you haven't already, and get that view time up. I don't know if it will count if you're on the same device. I think you have to be on a different device. I'm even trying to get my kids to watch my videos, and they complain, oh, it spoils my algorithm, Mom. So yeah, but thank you so much. Appreciate every one of you. Lots of love from Dash with Nick. I keep going to say Nick gets fit. Nick is always trying to get fit, and that's going to be with me for the rest of my life. I think, you know, fitness is always important, and I've been doing loads of swimming lately. So Nick is still trying to get fit. She's still trying to lose weight, but her contacts just changed. Bye. Love you all. Thank you so much. I'm glad I've done my first live, and bye to everyone. See you until the next one. Take care. Yes, I'm going to go Dash now and earn some money for Vegas. Bye. Lots of love. You too. Take care.